Intros are boring, so we're just gonna play some Transit. I'll always love this intro music, man. Oh man, there's the sound of the bus, and here we are back on Transit. Yeah, I don't really have a specific reason for making this video, I just wanted to play some Black Ops 2 Zombies. I feel like coming back to play my favorite Call of Duty of all time is good enough of a reason. Anyways, yeah, how are you guys doing? I honestly don't have any direction for this video, any challenges, any conversation topics in mind. We're just gonna be kicking back, chilling, playing, you know. I feel like a lot of times when it comes to videos, a lot of people just overthink it, right? Like, sometimes it doesn't need to be that complicated. Sometimes all you need to do is turn the camera on, hang out with your best friends for a bit, and just be in each other's presence, chill, relax, and have an enjoyable time. Okay, this is kind of unfortunate. The first piece we got wasn't actually anything that, like it is useful, but it's not useful for the bus because I never put this roof piece on the bus. If you put the roof piece on the bus, I'm sorry, but something might just be a little bit wrong with you. I mean, hey, if you like getting your face mangled by denizens, then it is what it is. You do you. There is no way I went down. Look, I don't want to talk about it. And the bus is leaving me. No way. Get back here. I am glad that we are off to such a good start. Dude, my left wrist / forearm is so sore right now. I finally started playing the guitar again, and last night, man, I went all in. I didn't just play a few songs on my acoustic like I've been doing. I plugged in the Ibanez. I plugged in the amp. I was shredding it for hours. I did a bit of a warm-up with Beautiful People by Marilyn Manson since that one's a bit easier, and I finally learned how to play the entire song last night because for the longest time, I only knew how to do the do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do. But I finally learned how to do that bridge part where it's like dang, dang, because you literally just slide it down. You go like, I believe it was like 5, 7, 4, 6, 3, 5, and then like 2, 4, something like that. But you literally just like go down the scale like that. It was literally that simple. Oh, and then I finally learned a good bit of Sweet Dreams. I still have a ways to go. I gotta learn the solo part of it yet, but I finally learned the part in between, because you have the intro part where it's like, or it's like, what would that be? It'd be like 3, 3, 5, 6, wait, hold on, do, yeah, it's like 3, 3, 5, 3, 6, and then like you go back and forth between the A and the D string. But then there's like this bridge part, and you have to go like 4 on the E string, and then 6 and 6 on the A and the D string, and then you go like dun, 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 dun. You can do that like 13 times, and you go down to 3 and 5 on the bottom 2 strings, like twice, and then you go down keeping 3 and 5 on the A, D, and G strings, and then you like play that a few times, and then you just kind of like go back and forth, hitting each one like different amounts of times. But anyways, yeah, it took me a lot longer than I'd like to admit to learn all of that, but I'm glad I finally learned it. I just, again, I gotta learn that solo part of the song. It's not a hard guitar solo. I've learned harder guitar solos in the past. It's just, you know, like any solo, it'll take a little bit of time to get everything down. I feel like if I learned most of One by Metallica, which I didn't learn the entire song yet, but I learned a good part of it. If I can handle that, I can definitely handle basically any Marilyn Manson song. I also played a little bit of Skillet. I played Monster, man. I love that song, dude. It's so fun doing that because you kind of have to like palm mute the strings for a minute, or I don't know if you necessarily call that a palm mute, but you know what I mean, just like muting the strings. You go like and it just sounds so gnarly. And then I played a little bit of Slipknot. I started learning Left Behind, but that song is gonna take me a minute to learn that one because like it's not a complicated song, but there's just like a lot of movement to that one. People Equal Shit, I already knew how to play that one for a while, so I was just playing that one for fun. Same with Devil and I finally learned the one part though, because for the longest time I didn't know how to do like the, because there's like the intro part where it's like and like I knew how to do all that, but then after that there's a part where it's like like I didn't know how to do that like part, but I learned some of that, so that's cool. I'm completely out of ammo. The bus is honking its horn. Can you please just wait 1 minute, dude? Oh boy, it gave me the SMR, the best assault rifle in all of Call of Duty history. Yay, I'm so glad I got this and I'm dead. Oh gosh. Look, we're just gonna restart the game. Nothing ever happened. And he waddled away, waddle to the very next. Oh, I should learn the Duck song next. And I'm sorry if I kind of look like garbage right now, or if I just kind of seem like a little, I don't know, different lately. Like I'm all good. There's nothing really wrong with me. I've just had a good bit of stuff on my mind, I guess, just about, like, life in general. I don't even know what it is. It's just one of those things where I guess my OCD, ADHD, everything's just making me go crazy, overthink everything to the most unhealthy degree, and it's just, you know, it is what it is. It's whatever. I don't let it bother me, because I know this is just my brain going through one of its spurts. Normally I never shoot on round 1, but I'm just trying to get this round over with. There's just, like, one little thing on my mind that, you know, I might, like, end up talking about in a video at some point. You know, like I don't keep secrets from you guys. You guys know me. I'm a very open what I've said it before, I'm a very open book. There's literally nothing that I'm not willing to talk about. But there's just like one thing that I kind of want to talk about that's like sort of pertaining to the like me and the channel and such, but like I'll talk about that maybe in a few days. It's actually a few things. It's actually some really exciting updates about like my life and possibly like content for the channel as well. So, you know, it could be a really cool thing, but I have to wait to talk about it. Again, not because I'm trying to keep secrets, but because I'm trying to figure out the logistics of said things. And once I know the logistics, then I could possibly talk about them. And it could be really exciting for the future of not only me and my life, but also of the YouTube channel. So I'll fill you guys in more on more of that when I feel like I'm in a better spot, because I also wouldn't want to get anybody's hopes up with like false hopes of anything, so we'll just see how things go. Ted, you got 5 seconds to move this bus before I put 3 in the back of your head. I'd say before I put 1 in the back of your head, but I'm using the B23R, so I can't really control how many shots come out, but you know. I have so many fidgeting toys on my desk at this point, bro. Like, I've been fidgeting with my stress balls so much that it ripped in half. I was too stressed for the stress ball. I've been clacking this ball clacker thing, which I still never use correctly. Come on, get with me. I know I've used this toy like so many times before on the channel. I like made one short about it or whatever, and okay, yeah, there it goes. Lock the ball, have it change colors. I don't care if this is the wrong way to use it. This is just how I've always done it. I got my usual Rubik's Cube. I got like this strawberry scented eraser, a strawberry scented highlighter slash marker thing. Like, I just got all sorts of fidgety stuff over here now, man. Oh boy, they're getting on the bus. I've also been trying to learn how to sing lately, and do I really give a presentation of my singing right now? I don't think I should do that for the sake of everybody's ears, but let's just say it's not going very well. I have very bad technique, tone, pitch. It's all bad. And I have this bad habit of where I can't even find my own unique singing voice, because every time I try to sing another song, I end up just like imitating what they're doing by accident. Like, I don't even try to do it. If I try to sing Johnny Cash, I try to do like a terrible impression of it. If I sing Slipknot, well, I'm not singing, I'm just screaming. I'm actually really good at screaming. I'm awesome at metal screams, but I can't sing to save my life. How does that work? I can still rap and everything too. It's just like singing is the one thing I can't do. I can do metal screams. I'm starting to be able to do fry screams. I can rap. I can rap really fast, but the singing, no. I'm not gonna scream right now, but y'all heard me scream before, bro. There was like this one Citadel Day More video I made where like I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make an ass out of myself real quick, because I always talked about how I can do metal vocals. So I was like, you know what? I'll just like do it on a video quick just to kind of like prove it or whatever. And I literally just screamed along to like 115 for a minute. And then when it comes to the rapping side of things, like I said, I can still do that. Fill him with the venom and eliminate him. Other words, made him. I don't want to hurt him, but I did him in for the rage and murder. But again, nobody will admit it. Like, I can go and I can go fast. I just don't understand why I can't sing, man. I've been watching all these YouTube videos, all these tutorials, all these shorts and TikToks. And like, ooh, do this and this will help. And I've been like combining all these different things, and like none of them work, man. I've even like, there's a few that have worked, right? Like, I've always struggled to hit really high notes. Like, there's a lot of tension that like builds up in my vocal cords when I try to hit them. So I saw this thing where they said to like yawn before you do it, because it drops your larynx and it lets you hit higher notes really easily, which I didn't understand the science behind it, but I did it and it actually worked. I was starting to be able to sing along to some like songs sung by females, but actually hitting the notes, which was kind of crazy because normally I can't do that. Okay, Teddy, the bus is getting a little overrun. If you could maybe just like drive, I'd really appreciate that, because every time I try to sing too, it's either like it's too breathy or there's too much voice, right? Like, for example, okay, you know what? I'll just make an ass out of myself real quick. So like if I'm gonna sing Johnny Cash, which and this is another bad habit of mine, I literally can't sing a song on key unless I have the song, like, I need to be able to hear it and hear that I'm hitting the notes. Like, I have very bad, just, like, pitch by ear, I guess. I hurt myself today to see if I still feel like, see, I can't figure it out. Like, do I need to go more breathy? Do I need to go more voicey? Do I just need to stop because I can't sing if I like if my life depended on it? There's actually one song that I can sing on pitch really well, and that's Vermilion Part 2 by Slipknot. And like, I can't do it like off the top of my head and keep a good thing. I need to be able to hear the song as I'm doing it, but like I can keep a good-ish tone and like keep a reasonable key as I'm doing it. So like, maybe I just need to find certain songs that I'm better at that fit my voice better. I don't know. Like, again, off the top of my head, I can't. Ooh, yay, I went down again because for some reason when I play this game on PC, this controller just doesn't. There's just something about this controller that is cursed, man. No matter what game I try to play with it, there's always a problem. All the torment and the pain leaked through and covered me. I'd do anything to like, you know, that, like, I can, like, sing it a little bit better, but again, I can't even hear the song right now, so I'm probably not even hitting any of the notes, but, like, it sounds a little bit better than when I try to sing something else, but it still just sounds bad. Like, better doesn't mean good. Oh boy, I'm completely out of aim. How did the game end right there, bro? There's no way that I was actually out of health. What are you even talking about? I'm starting to wonder if all the difficulties I've had playing games on, like, PC lately have really just all been because of this controller, bro. I don't understand what's wrong with it. I don't know if it's a dead zone issue, if there's something wrong with the sticks. It doesn't work. Every time I try to do something with it, everything just feels wrong. It's like there's resistance on everything. But anyways, yeah, hopefully within the next few days, I'll be able to update you guys on just, like, some of the things going on with me, my life, and potentially things coming up, because, you know, there could be some exciting things happening. Potentially. In my Discord server, just while we're talking about music, I actually had one of the people in there send me a beat because they produce music. I was like, you know what, it would be kind of funny, or, like, kind of fun if I had them, like, make me a beat, and then, like, I make a YouTube video about it, and I'm like, I'm still going to do that at some point. Originally, the beat they sent me was, like, 130 BPM, and it was, like, you know, that's still, like, a reasonable pace, but because of the way the beat was made, with the way that the snares hit, I had to speed it up to 190 BPM to fit my, like, rhythm and, like, how I wanted the snares to hit and for everything to sound. But, like, I was just kind of, like, freestyling along to it, trying to get some, like, I don't know, just like a vibe for what sort of flows I could do in the one thing I was writing. This isn't gonna be like the final lyrics or anything like that. I was just trying to find, like, you know, like crazy rhyme schemes. I was like, leaning back with half a bag of crack, the ashes black and faster drags are tracking back to that, me that with dragon rap. Like, just going off with something like that. It sounded pretty tight. That's one thing about me and, like, my rapping and, like, writing. I like really fast, aggressive rhymes where it's just, like, non-stop. Like, I don't like to just rhyme for the sake of rhymes. I like to rhyme and still get my point across, and, like, I'm willing to break a flow and rhyme scheme if it means that I'd be able to, like, get across my thoughts in a more meaningful or emotional way. I think my favorite example of that was, like, one of the last songs that I did when I was still, like, you know, rather young. I forget however many years ago it was at this point, but it was the one that I made with my one buddy, and I really like my one flow in that song where it was like, something, something, I've been hoping and choking on tears, hopelessly rolling through years, smoking the dope and opening beers and broken and open to fear, focused and holding each clear thought, going and flowing, opposing my coding and loading my shot. Like, it just kind of went on. Like, I love, like, multi-syllable rhyming and stuff like that, because everything that came before that flow was basically just lyrical miracle stuff. I went on, like, the beginning part, and I was like, yeah, oh, great, I got an EMP grenade. But it was something along the lines of, like, yeah, G is back, rapping, spazzing, snapping, thrashing, trashing, packing, mags and gats and dragging, cracking, smacking, maggots back, at last I have it in my bag, I'm the wackest, baddest, rapid rapper, aftermath attracts his ass, that's a fact. Then that goes into the, I've been hoping and choking on tears and hopelessly rolling, all that stuff. Whenever I write or play music, I just like to do stuff that actually has, like, meaning behind it, right? Like, that's why I've always been so against modern music, just because, like especially when it comes to, like, hip-hop / rap, if you even want to call it that, like, all that mumble garbage, because there's, like, there's no emotion behind it, half of it's lies, there's barely any truth to it. People talk about all this, like, you know, I don't want to say it because I don't want to get in trouble with anybody, but, you know, they start talking about a lifestyle that they never lived, they start talking about all this stuff that they don't have, and then it's just kind of like, I don't know, it just feels so disingenuous, feels so cliche, feels so boring, bland, and by the book. Like, it just feels so, like, ugh, like, you just listen to it, and it just kind of feels brain rotty, man. That's why when I listen to music, I typically either listen to, like, rock, metal, old school rap, or, like, you know, just other things along that lines, right? Like, something that actually has, like, genuine meaning and thought put into it. I mean, there's still times where I'll go listen to stuff that doesn't necessarily have to have all that in it, right? Like, I have no problem just chilling and listening to, like, Marshmello, or, like, other, like, dubstep or electronic type stuff, like Skrillex, you know? But even then, at least there's still passion going into it, and I guess that's kind of my point, right? Like, I just like consuming content that had some sort of, like, human passion and love put into it, not just, like, some soulless thing put out by some megacorp in order to make money, or put out by some lazy teenager that's never lived the life that they're saying they are in order to make money. You know, normally I buy the B23R at this point, but I'm cool rocking with the DSR. When I was young, I always listened to Eminem, right? And, you know, I don't talk about my dad too much because, obviously, you know, even starting to talk about him now, I'm starting to get a little bit of anxiety just because, you know, just still, even though me and him haven't talked in almost, like, what, like 10 years now, it's still sort of like a fresh wound just because, you know, he was my dad. Like, he's still alive, we just stopped talking just because, you know, we didn't get along. But I will say, one of my fondest memories I have with him, and it was, like, one of the last memories I had with him was, one night we stayed up real late together, and we always, you know, we always liked listening to music together, right? Like, he showed me a lot of music, you know, from like his time, and then, you know, I also like showing him music. We kind of go like back and forth like that, and he knew that I liked listening to Eminem. He was like, oh, did you ever hear D12? I was like, what's D12? I hadn't heard of them before. So he turned on Revelation by D12, and that's always been one of my favorite songs, man. That song is so like real and just gnarly, you know what I mean? Like, and I've always been able to relate to it just because a lot of the stuff they talk about in that song. I can't even remember all of Eminem's verse off the top of my head because it has been a few years since I've listened to the song. I just always remembered I really love that song, and Eminem's verse in that song was like always one of my favorites. I also remember one of the songs my dad ended up showing me. It was one of my favorite breakup songs, right? It's called Paranor by Marilyn Manson, and literally most of the song is just him repeating like the same phrase. There's like, so basically it comes in, there's like a girl talking, and then Manson comes in, does his part, the girl comes in again, Manson comes in again, and there's like a whole breakdown, and he basically just ends up screaming the lyrics by the end. But basically it literally just goes, fuck you because I loved you, fuck you for loving it too, I don't need a reason to hate you the way I do, or something like that. Like, it's so Manson, but I love it, man. That's like one of my favorite breakup songs, which, you know, I actually haven't had to listen to it in a while since I've been single for 6 years, so I haven't had the chance to listen to it. So I mean, hey man, if anybody wants to break my heart real quick so then I have an excuse to listen to the song again, I'd appreciate it, because I really want to listen to that song. Yeah, you know what? I don't want to talk about it. My P23R ran out of ammo when I went to shoot with the TSR. I don't even know what happened. I'd have to go look at the footage again. I just missed, I guess. Dude, yeah, I'm gonna blame the controller. I think next time I'm either just gonna play keyboard and mouse, or I'm just gonna bring a different controller over here. Like, I don't know if Black Ops 2 has support for like DualSense controllers or Series X controllers, but I'm gonna try one of those, because I swear there's nothing but issues with this controller every time I use it, because it's like a third-party one, I think. So I'm gonna try a different controller, and maybe things will start to go better when I make videos over here. We'll see. But anyway, as always, massive shout out to all the Patreons, and to remember to get only low ball tier, and be shout out to low ball tier, my last king, and Big Dad Manny, the big shot on D tier, run of and cheese. Thank you guys so much. You guys are little legends. I love you. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.